All right, class. I'm going to show you how to write the equation of a line by using its x and y intercept if they are given to you. And these are the problems from page 49, number 68 through number 73. Okay, so this is number 69. They gave you the x-intercept, the y-intercept, and they also give you the equation. Okay, so the equation is x over a, that's the x-intercept, plus y over b, that's the y-intercept, and that is equal to 1. All right, so what you do is you replace your x-intercept by that number right there, and you replace your b by the number 4, okay? So you are going to have x over negative 3 plus y over 4, and that has to be equal to 1. And now it's just the basic algebraic manipulation from here. Okay, they want the answer. If you check the back of the book, they want the answer in standard form. Okay, so standard form means a times x plus b times y plus your c must be equal to 0. Okay, so both the x and the y term are on the same side as well as the constant. Okay, so everything is on the left side and the right hand side is equal to 0. All right, so let's see. Let's go and see what we can do from here. You know, you have fractions, so a wise thing to do is to find a common denominator. Okay, so if you find a common denominator, you can multiply this by a 4, multiply that by a 4, multiply this by a 3, multiply this by a 3, and multiply this by a 12, multiply that by a 12. That's your LCM, okay, your least common multiple. So that's your common denominator, okay? And then once you do that, if you remember from your review packet, you know, you can forget about these, okay? So now you have 4x plus 3y equal to 12, and just move the 12 over. 4x plus 3y minus 12 is equal to 0. And please check the back of the book. That should be the answer, okay? They may have reduced this problem too, if you notice. There's a 4, a 3, a 12, so you could potentially divide everything by a, no, you can't. No, you cannot, sorry. So you are good with this problem. Okay, number 71, same thing, except that now you have a fraction, okay? So you start with the same basic equation. X over your a plus your y over your b must be equal to 1. Your a is equal to 2 over 3. Your b is equal to negative 2. And you just have to do a little bit of work here, okay? So going back to basics, you have x divided by a fraction, okay? Change that to a multiplication. So x over 2 over 3 is essentially the same thing as 3x over 2, okay? So we're going to replace that by your x divided by 2 over 3, just to kind of simplify it, okay? So I'm going to write 3x over 2 plus, I'm going to also take care of this, okay? So I'm going to change this to a minus, and then you have your y over 2 over 1. So it looks like you have the common denominator on the left side. So, you know, you could combine it right away if you want. Okay, I'm going to change here. So you have 3x minus a y all over 2 equal to 1. You can cross multiply. And then make sure that you put the 2 over on the left side. And hopefully if you check the back of the book, this is the answer, okay? Last one. This one, what they did is instead of giving you a actual point, they are giving you an abstract point, okay? So instead of a value, now the value is d, and they actually want you to find what that d is, okay? So notice that they give you a point on the line. So a point, we know that, you know, the first value is x and the second value is y. So I'm just gonna do that. I don't know if I need it or I don't. Your a here happens to be d, and your b happens to be d for this problem also. And we start with the same equation. x over a plus y over b must be equal to 1. And I'm just going to replace what I know, okay? I know that my x is -3, my a is d, plus my y is 4, my b is also d. Okay, so again here you have d, so you can go ahead and add those two numbers. -3 and 4 is 1 over d. So your d is actually equal to 1. Okay, so once you have your d, basically you go back and you put it into this equation here. Okay, no, I'm sorry, the first one, not that one, but you want to put it in here. All right, so you will have x over your d is 1 plus y over your d is 1 equal to 1, and that's basically x plus y. Move the 1 over, and that should be the answer in the back. All right, so this is how you do these problems. Again, there's nothing you don't know. You are just working with formulas. It's just, you know, they are just trying to make sure that you practice your algebra. Okay, all right. If you have any more questions, send them my way. Thanks.